If you need unlimited domination, clutch time, or anything else online or offline grinding, make sure you hit up RoseNBA on Twitter for quick, safe, and reliable grinding services. Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're building the best team possible for under 250,000 MT in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. But before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 8,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate your support if you haven't already, if you do subscribe. Without further ado, let's not waste any time. Let's hop right into it. Let's start off with the starting point guard position, which is where we're going to put Diamond Jaden Ivey. I feel like he's probably the best point guard that you can get for a reasonable price in this game. Some of the other budget point guards, or I guess quote-unquote budget point guards, a guy like Baron Davis is almost 100,000 MT, and I really don't think he's that much better than Jaden Ivey, but he's just too expensive for this squad anyway. So Jaden Ivey comes in at 92 speed and excel. He's 6'4", which is great size for a point guard, especially at this point in the year, which is nice. A lot of good gold badges in terms of finishing, shooting, and playmaking. Defensively, he's a little bit questionable. Badges obviously can't be upgraded as an Evo card, so no clamps, no glove, no interceptor. Silver pick dodger is good. Silver ankle brace chase down, gold pogo stick is fine. Solid enough perimeter defensive stats, great dunker, solid shooter. Missing some key badges for sure. I will say that badges like limitless range, handles for days, glove, interceptor, and clamps would be badges that would be nice to have on him. But he's got a good release. He's got good movement with the MJ dribble style, Kobe escape, and Dame behind the back, all of which are good SIGs in this game. And overall, he's just a very solid all-around card. Plays a little bit of defense, slashes, can shoot the open three, moves pretty well. Overall, just a nice card coming in at 20,000 MT for the starting one. At the 2, we got Danny Green, who I think is probably one of the best budget cards in this game. Pretty easily, 6'6" with a 6'10" wingspan, which is solid size. Not elite speed, but not bad either. But he's a knockdown shooter and an elite all-around defender, even good on the interior. So this card, knockdown shooter, elite defender, that's what he gives you. Now, he can get other badges too if you want to upgrade his ability to play make a little bit. For example, if you wanted to give him quick first step, bailout, handles, or he can't get handles today's, but bailout and quick first step, those two would help him out a bit. Could even add some finishing badges as well if you wanted to. But what he's here for is to play defense and shoot the ball, and he's a great defender, and he's got a great release. MJ dribble style is nice, step behind the back is nice, but with his playmaking badges being where they are, unless you add a couple of them to him, he's not going to really be much of a playmaker. Doesn't have elite speed either, but what he can do is shoot the ball and defend, and he does both those things at an elite level. Comes in at 22,000 MT, and I think that's good for the team. Now, at the small forward position, both the starters and the bench are the strongest position on the squad. We got Andre Karolinko starting at the small forward position, who is an elite card, a God Squad level card right now in my team. 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan, 84 speed and excel, and 80 shot 3. Decent, I mean, acceptable dunker. The stats are low, but he can dunk the ball when he's open. It's really not a problem. But defensively is where this card shines. Hoff Challenger, clamps, and menace. Elite gold badges, can get brick wall, can get quick first step. Doesn't get limitless range or very many shooting badges, but he does have a nice release. Gold catch, corner, and silver claymore are nice. Bronze bully even is nice as a finishing slashing type badge. Release is good though. It's basically base 29 from last year, which was the Drew Holiday, Danny Granger, Glenn Robinson type release, if y'all remember those cards. Very, very smooth, good release. He gets a couple load ups sometimes, which is kind of annoying, but overall, he's an exceptional defender, a knockdown shooter, and a better slasher and finisher than people realize. Better playmaker as well. So he's 54,500 MT, which is very expensive. The most expensive card on the team, but I think he's good enough that he's worth that MT. At the starting 4, we got ourselves Robert Horry, who came out yesterday as an amazing budget card, one of the best budget cards in the game, especially for his price. He's incredibly cheap and incredibly good. 6'10" with a 7'1" wingspan is elite size. 78 speed and excel is not amazing, but it's not horrible. He's got solid interior, perimeter, and lateral quickness, which are all nice to have as well. A few decent defensive badges, can get the quick first step badge, can get pick dodge or pogo stick, doesn't get interceptor, clamps, or glove, and doesn't get limitless range either, but he is a knockdown shooter, and that's really his best attribute, I would say, is his ability to shoot the ball. Silver bully as well is nice. And he's a solid all-around defender. He's a guy who's going to be a great pick and pop big man, going to defend solidly, has decent athleticism, can go to the rim a little bit, has a really good release. This release is really nice in my team. And then SIGs wise, not going to be great. He's not there to play make, but everything else in the court he's going to do at such a solid level, and he's 8,000 MT, which is so cheap for a card who's as good as he is right now in my team. At the center position, we're going with Paulo Bonquero. This shouldn't be a surprise. My backup center on my God Squad. I love this Paulo card. Y'all know I love my stretch 5s, and Paulo is one of the best stretches in the game. With great speed, capable shooting, and great dunking ability. Defensive stats are not amazing, I know. He plays better defense than the stats would tell you, though, believe it or not. Trust y'all got to trust me on that. Or I guess I should say, I guess I should evo him first. But these are the stats you're going to get with the evo version. He is a great slasher. He's a knockdown shooter. He's got good athleticism. The statistics defensively, like I said, are not amazing, but at least he has a few good defensive badges, which are nice. And he plays better defense than you would realize. Is a very, very good shooter with a good release, which is nice, and he's an incredible slasher. That's where he's at his best on the court, is attacking the rim. But I'm a big fan of the release, and his SIGs are really good too. MJ dribble style, Kobe escape, Steph behind the back. I know he's a center with very limited playmaking badges, but he is a bit of a mismatch at that center position against a lot of the slower inside centers. And his ability to pop, shoot the three, and then defend better than stats and badges say make this Paulo an amazing card at the center position for 26,000 MT. Marcus Smart is the backup point guard. He is the other, I would say, along with Jaden Ivey, viable budget point guard in my team right now. 6'4" with a 6'8" wingspan, 86 speed and excel, capable shooter, really good perimeter defender, even a decent interior defender within 74, which isn't bad for a point guard, and an 80 driving dunk. 6'4" is great size. Silver bully, silver limitless takeoff are nice. Doesn't get limitless range, but has a few good shooting badges. Can get catch and shoot, guard up as well. His quick first step can be upgraded. He's a really, really good defender. Defensively is where this Marcus Smart card shines for sure. He's got a smooth release as well. Movement wise is not amazing, but it's not bad. And yeah, I mean, he's just a capable point guard, really, really good budget defender, which is super nice. And he's just capable offensively. He's going to get the job done. Not going to be an elite scorer or anything like that, but he will get the job done offensively, and defensively is where he's really going to shine. Coming in at 17,500 MT. MJ is coming in at the 2. Amethyst MJ, who, I mean, if y'all use the Ruby MJ, this Amethyst MJ is a lot better, and he's really quite a solid card. Not going to give you what the Diamond and Pink Diamond give you, but still, he's got great speed. 88 speed and excel is really good. A great perimeter defender. Not the most amazing shooter, to be fair, but that is something I can work with, especially because his Ruby, which had a 66 shot 3, had no shooting badges, shot the ball just fine. You can add catch and shoot, Claymore, guard up to this one if you want to add some shooting badges to him. He already has gold quick first step, a bunch of good defensive badges as well. He's a guy who can defend, is going to slash at an exceptional level, and will knock down the open 3 with a solid release and solid dribble 6. Great dribble style, solid behind the back. Overall, this MJ is not going to give you what the Pink Diamond or the Diamond are going to give you, but he's still going to give you super capable defense, elite slashing, and the ability to knock down the open 3. And those 3 things combined for only 10 KMT make him another incredible value option. Like I said, small forward position is the best position on this team, and we have ourselves Diamond Paul Pierce as the backup small forward. Another card who I am honestly quite high on. I did a gameplay with this Pierce yesterday if y'all want to check that out. He really impressed me, to be completely honest. It was better than I expected. 83 speed and excel, 92 shot 3, 80 driving dunk, and capable defense, especially perimeter, is solid, but not horrible on the interior either. He's got pretty decent size at 6'7", a good player build. Badge wise is a bit limited defensively, but at least he's got something there. Quick first step is the 1 badge, as well as guard up. Those are the 2 badges that I would look to add to this Paul Pierce, but Hoff catch and shoot is super nice. He is a very, very, very good pick and pop guy, shooter, and he's a capable enough defender, can create a little bit for himself, especially if you add that quick first step badge. Already has a few good creating playmaking badges, and the jumper is much better this year than it's been in previous years. Very, very solid as well. He's a much better card than I anticipated that he would play when I heard we were getting a Paul Pierce. Movement wise is okay as well. I think this Paul Pierce is pretty darn solid, to be completely honest. He comes in and plays very, very well on both ends of the court, especially offensively, and he comes in at 40 KMT, which is a little expensive, but we got the budget for it, and I think he is worth that price. Now, Giannis is the guy we're going to put at that power forward position. This is the one free card that I am putting on this team because he's only 30 tokens. And if y'all don't have 30 tokens, you just haven't been playing the game with how easy it is to get tokens this year. So Giannis comes in at 6'11" with a 7'4" wingspan, 85 speed, 86 driving dunk, really, really good defensive stats. Can even shoot the open 3 because of how easy shooting is this year in terms of how to green. So if people are sagging off of him, he's going to be able to knock down the mid-range and even knock down the 3-pointer at a solid level. Can get catch and shoot if you want to add that to him. Otherwise, few good bronze playmaking badges and really solid silver and bronze defensive badges. He's a great slasher with gold bully. This card slashes and plays defense and will knock down a wide open shot if people leave him open. And that's what Giannis is there for every single year, especially at the beginning of the year, is to be an elite slasher and elite defender. And even though he doesn't have amazing badges in terms of like the tier of the badges, a lot of silver and bronze badges, he's got a lot of good badges in there, and obviously has that Giannis player build, which is phenomenal. And he is just still so good just because of how good Giannis is in 2K every single year. When he gets a better card, he's probably going to be the best power forward in the game by a pretty significant margin, to be completely honest. So Giannis comes in as our backup power forward. He's totally free, like I said, just 30 tokens, which if you don't have 30 tokens, you haven't been playing the game. So definitely saves us some MT towards this team as well. And then finally, we got Pau Gasol as the backup center. I feel like Paulo and Pau are the 2 pretty definitive budget centers to be using in this game right now. 7 foot with a 7'5" wingspan, not elite speed, but he can knock down the 3. He's a great interior defender, and he can dunk the ball at a solid level. Half post spin is super nice on the interior. He is a capable shooter. You can upgrade his catch and shoot, and he is a capable defender, especially on the interior. Very, very solid there as well. A good rebounder. You could add a chase down artist or an interceptor to him if you want to upgrade his defense a bit. Release is a little slow, but it is quite smooth and easy to green, so that is nice, even though the release is pretty slow. His movement is not good at all. He's not a dribbler, but he is a guy who's going to knock down an open three, defend on the interior, rebound, and just overall play very, very capably offensively in the post as well. Coming in at 13,000 MT, I think he is a great backup center for this type of team. So this is the squad. This team only costs about 211,000 MT, so we're pretty significantly under that 250k price point, but I don't really know how else I can upgrade the team right now. I think this is a capable team. I think if you build this team, you're going to have a lot of success, and that doesn't even mention free cards like Donovan Mitchell, like Andre Iguodala, like Lamar Odom, like Bill Russell, or Elgin Baylor, guys who are all those takeover players that you could have potentially added at this point. And then additionally, you have all the other players that you could get, like a trophy case player and things like that. So lots of players that you can use to add to this type of team as well if you're grinding the game, which is also very, very nice and very rewarding. So hopefully y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.